Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're gonna talk about 5 ways to gain stability, unusual ways or ways you might not know about or use. And the first one is to convert army experience into stability, which works for fascist countries and unaligned countries. So if we go to the officer course here and look at the spirit of the academy, we can use political loyalty as a way to use 20 army experience to gain up to 10% of stability. So it's the party popularity stability modifier we use here. And this works, it's pretty simple. If you have 100% of support from the ruling party, you will get 10% here in stability modifier. If this would have shown 15, you will get 15 for 100%. So at this time we get the 10% at 100%, we're at 80%, so this will give us 8 in stability. And for you who have seen my stability guides, we have 2 different kinds of stability, and this is the modifier part, which never can be lost, because base stability can be wasted. And that's a whole other subject. But anyways, so knowing this, we can use army experience to actually gain stability, and this gives certain decisions and paths better meaning. Like if we go this one, Indianized army, which is not good, I would say to take as a starting one at least. But if we use this and we form an Indian doctrine, we get war support, which is really crucial as the British Raj, because we want war support to be able to go to early mobilization as soon as possible. And with 5 extra, we're almost there. The thing is now that with that, we also got army experience, so we can go in here and get 8 in stability. So instead of just giving us things that could be worth something later and then war support, we gain 5% war support, we gain 8% of stability, and with that also a spare of 30 army experience. So using that is a great way to actually use army experience to gain stability. There's also other possibilities, and we can go to Italy, which also have the possibility, if we have the XP, to go here and take political loyalty. We'll just gain 7 because they only have 70% of support. But we also have here the Ideological Crusader, should be somewhere here. Here we have him. Works the same way. Same ideology monthly opinion. That's just, for me, nothing interesting. But with that, we will gain an extra 7, actually 8% now of stability, because we have 7.3 plus 7.3 gaining 14 plus 14.6. So 50% of stability with using the Ideological Crusader and going with political loyalty. And if you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel, give us a like, give us a comment if you like what we do. You can also check out our Patreon if you want even more stuff. You get 1 extra guide every 2nd week. Don't miss our podcast, vodcast, and everything we do. And yeah, I think I lost myself. Let's continue with the guide. And I think a lot of players don't use this one of 2 reasons. The first one is that you don't know what party popularity stability modifier do. And if you try it sometimes, it might just give you 2 instability, and it might give you 10 instability, and you don't really know why. But when you know that it's connected to the party popularity, you also know when to use it and when not to use it. But of course we have, if we go back to the Soviet Union, another reason, and that is that if you find this bad boy, the popular figurehead, giving you a plus 15% stability, of course that's the one you go with first before you get at the maximum 10% of extra stability. And the next part is decisions, because I think everyone knows that there are a couple of decisions here, political actions, that can improve your stability. And there's better ones and worse ones. Improved worker condition, I made an entire guide of that one. That one is good. I can just tell you that straight from the start and the get-go. Use it in the beginning. Consumer goods factor isn't that important if you can gain stability, if you lack stability, because stability is amazing and you get a lot of minuses in consumer goods. Factory output, dockyard output, political power gain. Stability is amazing, so this one is good. If you want to see the whole video, check it out, but it's good. But then we come down to these ones: ban communism, institute press censorship, and the raids. And I would say raids, yeah, you'll gain 2 instability in the end after that 120 days. It costs you 50 political power. You will be low instability for not a half a year, but way too long. Gaining 2 stability for 50 political power, I would say, is not worth it. Yeah, you will gain a few extra because you get the democracy support down a little bit, but just seeing these other ones, ban communism, here we have the possibility to lower communism by 10% for the cost of 6.6 stability, and we have 40% in stability right now, because this will affect the party popularity thing. The party popularity thing right now is +6, but the thing is, we lose 6.6 in instability. We gain 0.4 because we are a little bit more popular now, because we gained a few percent. But I would say banning parties, it costs you way too much instability, and the rates cost you way too much in political power, and you lose stability in the beginning, even though you gain +2, but +2 is for 50 political power. I would never do it. So I have no idea why Paradox have these in the game, because I would say for stability they are worthless. If you need to boost your popularity of your party, yeah, they might be good. But even this institute press censorship, the thing is, yeah, you get minus on 3 of the ideologies and plus on your own. But the thing is, those minuses don't end up where you want them. Because you see, yeah, we get +1, and the other one is getting minuses, but it's not really ending up in this way. Right now, I think it's like communism that's growing, because even though we have -1 here, 0.01 of course, and 0.01 here, we're not gaining anything from it. As for the fascists, just gaining that 0.01 from the focus. So you might think that, yeah, if I gain ±0.01 on the other 3 parties, I will gain more towards, in Germany's case, fascism, but you don't. It really just muddles out with all the other parties and doesn't do anything. So +0.01, is that good? Won't say that is amazing, and it doesn't affect your stability. If you really need for some kind of decision or for some kind of focus, more popularity of your party, yeah, okay then. But for stability reasons, absolutely not. These are worthless. But improved worker conditions are really good. Check out the video. And the last thing I want to talk about is war support and how war support affects stability, because gaining stability can also be from gaining war support. In this case, we're at a place you never want to be in, with 10% war support while you're at war. And this will give us a stability modifier, you see it down there, at -26.7%. So you want as high war support as possible, because that will also affect your stability, not just all the events and other stuff that you don't want because of low war support. So you can see here, just going up 40% in war support. We go from -20 over 26% to 14%, 14.37%, and so forth. We can gain another 20. We're at 70% now, -8.7, and so forth, over 90%. Now it's not really mattering anymore. So you want high war support to actually have better stability, and that's something that you need to keep a track on, because war support can really be hurt by sunken convoys, losing manpower and so forth. So keep an eye on your war support if you want to have good stability. when the war actually comes. And that's it, a couple of good ways to increase your stability that you might not know about, and a couple of bad ways that you should never ever touch if you want to improve your stability. And yeah, keep a track on the war support so you don't lose stability there. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the guide, and I will see you guys next time.